Yes, Nana, she can go ahead and chant.
Yeah.
You can start, Nana.
Okay. Om. 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 Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadrusham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutav Vande Bhagavantao Punah Punah Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Vande Guru Paramparam Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Chaiva Tato Jayamudirayet. Yes, Sheilaji, you can start chanting. Brahmara, can the text be enlarged for the sake of better reading? Yeah, that's good enough.
I will just mute everyone once. 1 minute, Sheilaji, and then you can start. Okay, 1 second. You can unmute after that and start. Yes, you can unmute yourself and start.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavad Gita Atha Shashtodhyayah. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Anashrita Karma Phalam Karyam Karma Karoti Yaha Sasanyasi Cha Yogi Cha Na Nirvagnir Na Chakriyah Yam Sanyasamiti Prahur Yogam Tam Vidhi Pandava Nahi Sanyasta Sankalpo Yogi Bhavati Kaschana Arurukshor Mune Yogam Karma Karanamuchyate Yogarudhasya Tasyaiva Shamak Karanamuchyate Yada hinendriyartheshu na karmasvanusajjate sarva sankalpa sannyasi yogarudhastadochyate uddharedatmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet atmaiva yatmanno badbun Atmaiva Jatmano Bandhur Atmaiva Vipuratmanaha Bandhuratmatmanastasya Yenatmaivatmana Jitaha Anatmanastu Satrutve Vartetatmaiva Shatruvat Jitatmana Prashantasya Paramatma Samahitaha Shitoshna Sukha Dukkheshu Tatha Manapamanayoh Jnana Vijnana Truptatma उत्कूटस्थो विजितेन्द्रियः युक्त इत्युच्यते योगी समलोष्टाश्मकाञ्चनः सुहृन्मित्रा अर्युदासीन मध्यस्थत्वेष्यबन्धुषु साधुष्वपि च पापेषु समबुद्धिर्विशिष्यते योगी युञ्जीत सततम् आत्मनं रहसि स्थितः एकाकीयच्चित्तात्मा निराशीरपरिग्रहः शुचौ देशे प्रतिष्ठाप्य स्थिरमानसमात्मनः नाति उच्छित्तं नाति नीचं चैलाजिनकुशोत्तरम् तत्रैकाग्रं मनः कृत्वा यत चित्तेन्द्रियक्रियः उपविश्यासने युञ्जात् योगमात्मविशुद्धये समं कायशिरो ग्रीवं धारयन् न अचलं स्थिरः सम्प्रेक्ष्य नासिकाग्रं स्वं दिशश्चान्यवलोकयन् प्रशान्तात्मा विगतिर्ब्रह्मचारि व्रते स्थितः मनः संयम्य मच्चित्तो युक्त आसीत मत्परः युञ्जन्नेव सदात्मानं योगी नियतमानसः शान्तिं निर्वाणपरमा मत्संस्थामधिगच्छति न तस्तु योगस्ति न चैकान्तमनश्नतः न चातिस्वप्नशीलस्य जाग्रतो नैव चार्जुन युक्ताहारविहारस्य युक्तचेष्टस्य कर्मसु युक्तस्वप्नावबोधस्य योगो भवति दुःखः यदा विनयतं चित्तम् आत्मन्येवावतिष्ठते न स्पृहः सर्वकामेभ्यो युक्त इत्युच्यते तदा यथा दीपो निवासस्थो नेङ्गते सोपमा स्मृता योगिनो यच्चित्तस्य युञ्जतो योगमात्मनः यत्रो परमते चित्तं निरुद्धं योगसेवया यत्र चैवात्मनात्मानं पश्यन् आत्मनि तुष्यति पश्यन्नात्मनि तुष्यति सुखमात्यन्तिकं यत्तत् बुद्धिग्राह्यमतीन्द्रियम् वेत्ति यत्र न चैवायं स्थितश्चलति तत्त्वतः यं लब्ध्वा चापरं लाभं मन्यते नाधिकं ततः यस्मिन् स्थितो न दुःखेन गुरुणापि विचाल्यते तं विद्या दुःखसंयोग वियोगं योगसञ्जितं न सनिश्चयेन योक्तव्यो योगो निर्विण्णचेतसा संकल्पप्रभवान् कामास्त्यक्त्वा सर्वानशेषतः मनसैवेन्द्रियग्रामं विनियम्य समन्ततः शनैरुपरमेत् बुद्ध्या धृतिगृहीतया आत्मसंस्थं मनः कृत्वा न किञ्चिदपि चिन्तयेत् यतो यतो निश्चरति मनश्चञ्चलमस्थिरम् ततस्ततो नियम्येतत् आत्मन्येव वशन्नयेत् प्रशान्तमनसं ह्येनं योगिनं सुखमुत्तमम् उपैति शान्तरजसं ब्रह्मभूतम् अकल्मषम् युञ्जन्नेवं सदात्मानं योगी विगतकल्मषः सुखेन ब्रह्म संस्पर्शम् अत्यन्तं सुखमश्नुते सर्वभूतस्थमात्मानं सर्वभूतानि चात्मनि ईक्षते योगयुक्तात्मा सर्वत्र समदर्शनः यो मां पश्यति सर्वत्र सर्वैचमपि पश्यति तस्याहं न प्रणश्यामि स च मे न प्रणश्यति सर्वभूतस्थितं यो मां भजन्ते त्वमाश्रितः सर्वथा वर्तमानोऽपि स योगी मयि वर्तते आत्मौपम्येन सर्वत्र समं पश्यति योऽर्जुन सुखं वा यदि वा दुःखं स योगी परमो मतः अर्जुन उवाच योऽयं योगस्त्वया प्रोक्तः साम्येन मधुसूदन एतस्यान्न पश्यामि चञ्चलत्वा स्थितिं स्थिराम् चञ्चलं हि मनः कृष्ण प्रमाथि बलवद्दृढम् तस्याहन्न निग्रहं मन्ये वायोरिव सुदुष्करम् श्रीभगवानुवाच असंशयं महाबाहो मनो दुर्निग्रहं चलम् अभ्यासेन तु कौन्तेय वैराग्येण च गृह्यते असंयतात्मना योगो दुष्प्राप इति मे मतिः वश्यात्मना तु यतता शक्यो वाप्तुमुपायतः अर्जुन उवाच अयति श्रद्धयोपेतो योगाश्चलितमानसः अप्राप्य योगसंसिद्धिं कां गतिं कृष्ण गच्छति कच्चिन्नो भवत् बिभ्रष्ट छिन्नाभ्रमित नश्यति अप्रतिष्ठो महाबाहो विमूढो ब्रह्मणः पथि एतन्मे संशयं कृष्ण छेत्तुमर्हस्य शेषतः त्वदन्यः संशयस्यास्य चेत्ता न युपपद्यते श्रीभगवानुवाच पार्थ नैवेह नामुत्र विनाशस्तस्य विद्यते न हि कल्याणकृत् कश्चित् दुर्गतिं तात गच्छति प्राप्य पुण्यकृतां लोकान् उषित्वा शाश्वतिः समाः शुचिनां श्रीमतां गेहे योगभ्रष्टो विजायते अथवा अथवा योगिनामेव कुले भवति धीमताम् एतद्धि दुर्लभतरं लोके जन्म यदीदृशम् तत्र तं बुद्धिसंयोगं लभते पौर्वदेहिकं यतते च यतते च ततो भूयः संसिद्धो कुरुनन्दन पूर्वाभ्यासेन तेनैव क्रियते यवशोऽपि सः जिज्ञासुरपि योगस्य शब्दब्रह्माति वर्तते प्रयत्नाद्यतमानस्तु योगी संशुद्ध किल्बिषः अनेकजन्म संसिद्धिस्ततो ताति परां गतिम् तपस्विभ्योऽधिको योगी ज्ञानिभ्यो पिमतोऽधिकः कर्मिभ्यश्चाधिको योगी तस्मात् योगी भवार्जुन योगिनामपि सर्वेषां मद्गतेनान्तरात्मना श्रद्धावान् भजते यो मां स मे युक्ततमो मतः ॐ तत्सत् इति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे आत्मसंयमयोगो नाम षष्ठोऽध्यायः। ॐ श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु। अथ सप्तमोऽध्यायः। Brahmaraji, I would like to have PDF, please.
It will take time to share, so maybe you can read from your book.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Srimad Gita Atha Saptamodhyayah. Shri Bhagavan Maya Saktamana Partha Yogam Yunjan Madashrayah Asamshayam Samagram Yatha Jnasya Tat Shrunu.
Thank you. Very well chanted. I suggest you please listen to what you have chanted today.
Yeah.
With a view to making some minor corrections here and there. This is only with a view to perfecting your chanting. I'm not criticizing, it's only for your benefit. That's number one. Number two,
Yes.
You chant very nicely, your tune is good, but your tune can be slightly speeded up for the benefit of the Zoom class, for the text. Okay, that's all.
Yes.
You have chanted very well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nanaji. Dhanyavad.
Brahmara,
Yes, Nana.
tomorrow it is to be Dr. Maras. Has she been coming?
She just started from yesterday. That was last time. Last session, she had wanted to chant chapter 7.
And I was mentioning to her to keep on practicing the same thing. And
Correct.
in the third cycle, she will chant the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, I will get in touch with her and see whether she's able. She just came back from her vacation, so let me check with her.
Okay. Right. Now the 18th chapter.
Yeah, you want to start from the beginning?
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Moksha Sannyasa Yogaha. अथ अष्टादशोऽध्यायः अर्जुन उवाच सन्न्यासस्य महाबाहो तत्त्वमिच्छामि वेदितुं त्यागस्य च हृषीकेश पृथक् केशिनिषूदन. Arjuna's question. He wanted to have clarity regarding the truth of Tyaga and also sannyasa. Then Bhagavan went on answering. Second verse, please. Bhagavan initially mentioned what other wise people and people with a lot of vichakshana, people who have a lot of insight into the Shastra, have an opinion. Those opinions he has given first. Sri Bhagavan Vacha, Kamyanam Karmanam Nyasam, Sannyasam Kavayo Viduhu, Sarva Karma Palatyagam, Prahutyagam Vichakshanaha, Kavayaha Vichakshanaha, Kavayaha, people who are Krantadarshibihi, like Vyasa Bhagavan, like Shuka Maharshi, all those things. Kamyanam Karmanam Nyasam Sannyasam Kavayo Viduhu. They consider that the Kamya Karmas ought to be given up, that is called Tyagaha, Sannyas, that is called Sannyasa. Then Sarva Karma Phala Tyagam, Prahu Tyagam, Vichakshanaha. People who have a great insight into the Shastra, they consider Sarva Karma Phala Tyagam, not Sarva Karma Tyagam, Sarva Karma Phala Tyagam. Okay, Prahu Tyagam, Vichakshanaha. Then the third set of people, fourth set of people, first set is Kavayaha, then Vichakshanaha, then there are two other sets of people here. Chadyam doshavadityeke karma prahur manishinaha. Manishinaha, people who are very well into the Vedanta Shastra, manishinaha. Chadyam is, it is to be given up. Chadyam doshavat iti eke. Eke means one set of people. And who are those people? Manishinaha. Those eke manishinaha. Chadyam doshavat iti eke karma prahuhu. Prahuhu means they say that karma doshavat chadyam. Doshavat chadyam, it has two meanings. That doshavat karma is to be given up. The karma essentially is defective. Why karma is defective? No matter what karma you undertake, it has got a phala. And as long as you have the notion that you are the doer, aham karta iti kopi manyeta, or that person, the karma phala will attach automatically. And karma phala is the source of bondage. It will lead you to another janma. Whether the karma phala is punyam or papam, it will be having an effect of binding you. And that is how the samsara is made out of. Samsara means not just the present life, janana marana pravaha. That is the samsara. So chadyam doshavat, karma doshavat. That is one meaning. Doshavat karma. It is an inherently defective karma that is to be given up. Secondly, Chadyam doshavat eke karma prahur manishinaha. The karmas, no matter what karmas you undertake, there is a dosha in your undertaking karma itself. In your undertaking karma itself, there is a dosha, because karma has the inability to take you out of this samsara, because the one problem is ajnana, and ajnana cannot be removed by karma, which is a product of ajnana. What is a product of ajnana? Cannot remove the cause, its cause. And what can remove the ajnana is jnanam eva. Pakasya vannivad jnanam vina moksho na sijyati. From that point of view, yajnadana tapa karma na chadyamiti cha apare. Okay? Then the fourth set of people. One set of people is Kavayaha. Another set is the Vichakshanaha. The third set is Manishinaha. The fourth set is Apare. Apare. Yajnadana tapa karma. Nachajyam iti cha apare. Yajnam danam tapaha. These karmas shall not be given up. Iti apare manyeta. They think, that is their opinion. Ketaya has not yet given his opinion, which he is going to give now in the next couple of verses. In the fourth verse itself, he says, he has not given the opinion in the fourth verse. He says, Nischayam Shrunume Tatra Chage Bharata Sattama. Nischayam, definite viewpoint of mine. Nischayam Shrunu Me Tatra. Me means from out of me, from me. Tatra. In this, Tatra means Tasmin Vishaye. In that subject matter called the Chaga of Yajnadana Tapa, or the renunciation, sannyasa of Yajnadana Tapa. Shrunu Nischayam Me Chage Bharata Sattama. Chage. In doing this Chaga, Bharata Sattama, he is an exalted prince of the Bharata family. Chago he Purusha Vyagra. Now Arjuna is given two titles here. One is Bharata Sattama, another is Purusha Vyagra. Purusha Vyagra is the tiger amongst men. Tiger, like the lion, is never afraid. O fearless Arjuna, Chage he Purusha Vyagra Trividha Samprakirtitaha. This Chaga is said to be of three kinds. Samprakirtitaha. It is very well ascertained and said Samprakirtitaha by the Shastra. Okay. See the beautiful teaching of Bhagavan. He is living within the portals of the Shastra. And he has been respecting the Shastra in and through the entire Gita. Yes, Shastra vidhi mritsurya vartate kamakarataha nasa siddhim avapnoti na sukham na param gatim. Tasmat shastram pramanante karya akarya vyavastito. All these things indicate Bhagavan has tremendous respect for Shastra. And Shastra is what? Veda Vihitam. It is ordained by the Veda work. Okay? No matter whether Veda is talking of Karma Kanda or Jnana Kanda, that Veda work is supreme and that is acknowledged unequivocally by Bhagavan. Nischayam Srudume Tatra Chage Bharata Sattama Chago hi Purusha Vyagra Trividaha Samprakirtitaha. You go through the Pratipadartha, Bharata Sattama. Oh, the most mature of the Bharata family. Why most mature of the Bharata family? See, a lot of people have assembled on the battlefront. And amongst all of them, it appears as though Arjuna singularly is the one who was ridden with compassion. And because of that, the conflict regarding what is dharma, what is other. Duryodhana also has been seeing all this. Bhima has been seeing. Okay? All the brothers of Duryodhana have been seeing the battlefield, those warriors. There's no compassion for them. And that is how, from that point of view, most mature of the Bharata family. And Arjuna only the mature person can say, Nakankshe Vijayam Krishna, Nacharajyam Sukhani cha, etc. And towards the end of the first chapter, he says, even if I give up the arms and fully armed the Dhritarashtras, they kill me, even that is good for me. That also he happened to say, what a fearless person. And that is confirmed here by Krishna, Bhagavan Krishna, by calling him Purusha Vyagra. O tiger among men. It's not for nothing that these appellations are given. These are true. It's not as though it is only to incur some, favor from the other person. You use a lot of adjectives of the other person. No, Bhagavan does not require any favor from anybody. Name pardhasti kartavyam trishu lokeshu kinchana iti. In the 3rd chapter, he has mentioned Bharata Sattama, the most mature of the Bharata family. Tatra means tasmin vishaye. What is that vishaya? Tyaga and sannyasa of karma. That is the vishaya. Tyage, regarding the renunciation. Shrunu, listen. Listen, don't just about hear. Listen, digest and assimilate what I am saying. Shrunu. Shrunu means be attentive, Arjuna. This is a very profound subject. The question you have asked is not a small thing, and the answer is as profound as your question is. Shrunu, that is why. Please listen. Nishchayam me, Nishchayam me, my ascertained opinion, because you are very dear to me. You are a dear friend of mine, and I love you dearly. Because of all those things, I respect your question, and I have contemplated on this, and this is my ascertained opinion. Nishchayam Purusha Vyagra, or tiger among men, Tyagaha, the renunciation, he, see here, Bhagavan is using Tyaga and Sannyasa as though they are synonymous. He has been alternating these, okay? And it is to make Arjuna understand clearly. Tyagaha, he indeed, Trividaha, of the nature of 3 types, threefold. Samprakirtitaha, it is well stated. Well stated means ascertained through the Shastra Vakyas. Shastra Vakyas, the most mature of the Bharata family. Listen to my ascertained opinion about the renunciation. Ascertained opinion about the well ascertained Samprakirtitaha Shastrena, that Vakyam. Understand this, O Arjuna. Tiger among men, renunciation is well ascertained as threefold. Now Bhagavan is coming out with his opinion that Nishchayam Srunume Tatra, that Nishchaya Mata is coming out here in the 5th verse. Yajnadana tapakarma nachyadyam sadyameva tat yajnodanam tapascheva pavanani manishinam. This is a beautiful verse. This is a wonderful verse in the Gita Shastra. This as though sums up what all Bhagavan has been saying till now. He said in the 3rd chapter, Lokesmin vividha nishta pura prokta mayanagha jnana yogena sankhyanam karma yogena yoginam. Hey, there are 2 lifestyles, Arjuna. Lifestyles depending on the qualification of the person who will choose one of these. It's not a question of desiring to be that or this. It's a question of qualification-based choice. Lokesmin dividha nishta. Okay, the people who are wedded to the Sankhya Shastra, Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam, Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam. That is, Sankhyanam is Sannyasinam, Jnana Yogena. Then Karma Yogena Yoginam. These 2. And here Bhagavan is kind of reiterating that. He is reiterating that Karma Yoga is very, very important. It is not a question of your desire to be a sannyasi. It is a question of your being able to handle that sannyasa ashrama. Otherwise, sannyasastu mahabhavo dukkhamaptum ayogataha. If you do not have the necessary qualification, like a kindergarten fellow trying to do, superior mathematics and things like that, he will be a mad person in no time. So sannyasastu mahabaho dukkham aptum. You will attain to a lot of sorrow. Ayogataha. If you are not well prepared for that. And what is that preparation? Getting rid of sangatyam. Nitya anitya vastu vivekam. Iha amutra phalabhokka viragaha. Tivra mumukshutvam. All these things will qualify you. When all these things are in abundance, they qualify you for the sannyasa ashrama. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, no. So, Bhagavan is saying, for you to go to the sannyasa ashrama, these are the preparations that you need to take. What are the preparations? Yajna, dana, tapa, karma, na chadyam. That yajnam, danam, tapaha, these karmas, these three types of karmas, na chadyam, shall not be given up. Karyameva tat, they have to be undertaken. Karyameva tat, na chadyam, reiterated. The one truth is reiterated for emphasis. Yajna, why it is reiterated? Yajno danam tapaschaiva pavanani manishinam. Pavanani, punitani. Punitani means they have the effect of cleansing the mind of that person. Who is that person? He is not an ordinary person. Manishinam, a discriminative person. A discriminative person who has acknowledged what Bhagavan has said in the 3rd chapter. Asmin loke Dividhanishta Pura Prokta Mayanaga, that he has very totally accepted that. And he has come to the conclusion that he has not got the necessary preparation for sannyasa. So the Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam will not apply to him. So he has to undertake Karma Yogena Yoginam. He is a Madhyama Adhikari and he has to develop himself by his self-effort to become an Uttama Adhikari, then only he can gain that Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam and conform to what Bhagavan said. That is the Manishinam. People who have that kind of a discrimination, only this Yajnadana Tapakarma Pavanani, Punitani, they will have the effect of giving you the Antakarna Shuddhi. And how about the other people who are not Manishinam? You know what happens? Yajnadana tapakarma, because it's not to be given up, but they are not manishinam. They don't have the mumukshutvam in the required measure. And because of that, this yajnadana tapakarma, the results thereof will accrue to them. And to the extent the results accrue to them, the effect of the results, effect of these karmas, cleansing his mind or her mind will be that much poorer. So the pavanani manishinam will not be efficacious unless you are a manishinam. Yajnadana tapakarma pavanani manishinam. Pavanani manishinam. Yajnam danam tapaha karma karyameva tat natyadyam. It shall not be given up, and they ought to be undertaken. Yajno danam tapaschaiva pavanani manishinam. And these are having the requisite impact of cleansing your mind. And clean mind is required for jnana to take place in the mind. Otherwise, Shastra Vakyas will be some input to you, like the inputs you gain from the TV, input you gain from the daily newspapers, etc. That's all. And those inputs you have as though understood, and you are not living those inputs. Those inputs are to be lived by you. When you are not in a position to live by that, it is of no help to you. So you must go to the position of living by what you have listened. That is why Shrunume Tatra, Nishchayam Shrunume Tatra, Chage Bharata Sattama, Chago hi Purusha Vyagra, Trividha Samprakirtitaha. That is what Bhagavan said 2 verses earlier. Shrunu, Shrunu, and have that Nishchaya Tattva to conform to that in your daily life. There is one Mahatma who has given a beautiful interpretation of this verse. Beautiful interpretation of this verse. Yajna dana tapa karma natyajyam kadyameva tat. Yajno danam tapascheva pavanani manishinam. And what are these yajnas, dana and tapa? And in his opinion, and he is not an ordinary person. He is a person who has given a lot of talks on Brahma Sutras, lot of talks on the Gita, lot of talks on Bhagavata, Ramayana, and a lot of things on all the Upanishads, lot of his own bhashya on all the Upanishads. He's a great Mahatma. He passed away some 3-4 years back. Now that Mahatma says, and that Mahatma is not, he was not a simple preacher. He was a teacher all through his life. Teacher in the schools and colleges. And after he has retired, he has taken to the Vedanta. I would not say Prachara, Vedanta Bhashya. Went on talking about Vedanta, Brahma Sutras, the Gita, the Upanishads, and the Prakarana Granthas, all those things. That Mahatma says beautifully, Yajna Dana Tapa Karma. What is that tapas? Tapas is, and he says, in his opinion, all the Vedanta Shastras, they talk in unison about what? About what?
About moksha. About Brahma.
Tattvamasi, Tattvamasi, that Mahavakya. Entire Vedanta Shastra is in a way talking about only that Tattvamasi, Tat Tvamasi, and your contemplation incessantly about that Tattvam is the tapas, I believe, regarding the Atma Jnana, regarding Moksha Samrajya Samprapti, that kind of a contemplation continuously is called tapas. That tapas should not be given up. Yajna tapak karma. That tapak karma, that kind of a tapaha karma, natyajyam, it should not be given up. You must entertain always the thoughts of what is this, what is that. Like it is mentioned in the Bhajagovindam, Kastvam koham kuta ayataha, kame janani kome tataha, iti paribhavaya sarvam asaram, vishvam tyaktva swapna vicharam. Svayamaya cha anyatreko vishnuho, vyardham kupyasi maya sahishnuho, maya asahishnuho, vyardham kupyasi. You're getting annoyed with me unnecessarily, with no fault of mine. In you, in me, and in everybody, it's the same Brahma Tattvam. That kind of chintana, that contemplation is called tapas, I believe. What a beautiful interpretation is it not? That tapas is not any other tapas. It is only this chintanam, tadeva chintanam, tatnishtha, tatparayanaha, and that is tapas. And what is yajnam? In line with that kind of a tapas, if you mold your lifestyle in accordance with the tapas, that is called yajnam, I believe. How beautifully this is interpreted. Tapas, and in line with that, you have been living. That is yajnam. And you are not getting spoiled by any other influences, because tapas is guiding you for that yajnam in your life, in your daily life. Right? The lifestyle is kind of tailored by the tapas that you have undertaken. And what is dhanam? Yajno, tapas, Tada Danam. What is that Danam? Danam is what you can give. What is it you can give? In the
Your
process
ego.
of your tapas, huh?
You give up your ego.
Okay. Yeah, in a way that's right. Here, what that Acharya said is, tapas, and in accordance with that, your lifestyle becomes a yajna. And in the process of your living the lifestyle of the tapas, you have acquired some knowledge. Even though it is not an absorbed knowledge, it's not aparoksha jnana, paroksha jnana. Even that paroksha jnana, there may be a lot of people who are yearning to know a little bit about themselves and giving what little you know without any distortion, with a clarity that is required of conveying what you know to others. That is dhanam, I believe. Okay? Like in simple terms, swadhyaya, your own self-study is tapas. Okay? And that swadhyaya afterwards, the pravachana of what you have learned through swadhyaya becomes dhanam, I believe. You owe to mankind because they are responsible. They are the cause for you to live happily and freely. If they invade your house, where is your tapas? It is gone. That kind of a thing. So you must be grateful to them. You must be in a position to very gratefully acknowledge their wondrous presence. And that dhanam is pravachanam. Swadhyaya pravachanabhyam na pramadhitavyam. And he quotes that, the Veda Vakya, Taittiriya Upanishad Vakya, Swadhyaya pravachanabhyam na pramadhitavyam. Don't you be careless regarding your own self-study and pravachana of what you have studied. You share it with others. Don't be selfish. That is the interpretation of that Mahatma. Yajnadana tapakarma nachadyam karyameva tat yajnodanam tapaschaiva pavanani manishinam. Okay? And Bhagavan says in the next verse, these also will have to be undertaken without attachment and without any yearning for the karma phala. Etanyaphi tu karmani sangam chetva phalani cha kartavyani iti me padha nishchitam matamuttamam. Nishchitam matam. This is a ascertained opinion. Uttamam matam. Uttamam. There's no opinion beyond this which can be better. Uttamam matam nishchitam. This is well ascertained matam. Etanyapitu karmani, all these karmas. What are these karmas? Yajnadana tapaha. Sangam tyaktva, giving up attachment. Sangam tyaktva. Here now, tyaktva, tyaga is being mentioned. Okay, sangam tyaktva phalanicha. Phala also. The result also, you must not have any craving for that. That also you must give up. And how do you give up? You offer it to Ishvara. Ishvararpana buddhya aham karma karomi. Kartavyaniti. Kartavyaniti means these are to be done. Kartavyam. Kartavyam means that is the Shastra Vihita karma is to be done. That is kartavyam. Kartavyam iti me padha. Me padha, my. He padha. Me nishchitam matam. My nishchitam, well ascertained matam, which is uttamam, which is very, very, very superior. He padha, son of Pradha. And who is Pradha?
Kunti Devi.
Why she got that name Pradha? That was the name given to her by her father initially. But the father has promised a friend of his, like Kunti Bhoja, that he will give his first child to him. That Kunti Bhoja did not have any progeny, so he has promised him, my first child will be yours. And that first child was named Prudha. When she was adopted by Kunti Bhoja, she became Kunti. Okay, that is how the translation was. Pardha, Kaunteya. Pardha means Prudha's son. Kaunteya is Kunti's son. That's him. Pardha, son of Prudha. Etani karmani api. Even these actions, sangam, attachment, sangam, phalanicha, the results, Chektva, giving up. Giving up these, it's not easy. You may say, I have given up phala, but your longing for the phala keeps on tormenting you. Arere, why did I give up? Unnecessarily, I was in a haste. I have done this. No, this attachment to be given up. How to do any action effectively if I give up attachment? Without attachment, the action itself will be stulted. It's not going to be easy to very efficiently do the action. I don't know why Bhagavan is saying this. So if you keep on debating like that, you win over Bhagavan's Nishchitam Matam Uttamam. Nishchitam Uttamam Matam. Bhagavan's Matam, Bhagavan's opinion. Matam is opinion, his vision. That you as though win over with your mediocre knowledge. If you keep on debating that, it is so that it's not, giving up is not so easy. Trikarana Sudhya, give up. Manasa Karmana Vacha, give up. Manasa, give up. Karmana, give up. Vacha, give up. Okay? Chektva, Sangam Chektva. Phalanicha, Sangam Phalanicha Chektva. Giving up. Kartavyani, these shall be done. Iti, thus, may my Nishchitam, clear, Uttamam, proper, Matam, my vision. This is my opinion. This is my considered opinion. Okay? Nishchitam matam uttamam. Etanyapitu karmani sangam chektva phalani cha kartavyani timem pada nishchitam matam uttamam. But even these actions, see the taparya, ought to be done, giving up attachment and giving up the results. Giving up the results, that means what? When the result is appropriate, you should not get elated. If it is inappropriate, you should not get deflated. That is the meaning of giving up attachment and giving up the results of actions. Even these actions are to be done, giving up attachment and giving up the results. This is my clear, proper vision, Arjuna. See the adjectives used. Nishchitam matam, uttamam matam. Nishchitam matam, me matam. That me matam is mentioned because of what? Krishna knew. Arjuna had a lot of very high opinion and respect for him. Because of that only, in the second chapter, Arjuna said what? Shishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. How can he take Krishna, a simple Gopala, a cowherd boy, to be a guru for him? Arjuna had unflinching faith that Krishna is no ordinary person. And he knew he is a cut above the rest of all the Yadavas and the rest of the Kshatriyas. And he is a very well-versed person. And he is very knowledgeable, and he is having some superlative qualities which are not available in ordinary men. He is much beyond a man. All these he knew. From that point of view, Krishna knew that Arjuna had this opinion of him, and that is why he says, me matam, it is my opinion. That my opinion confirms to Arjuna, hey, this you need not debate. You take it totally. You accept it unconditionally. This is a kind of a mandate. This is the Shastra Vakya coming from Paramatma. Gita Shastram Midam Punyam. That is why Gita Shastram Midam Punyam. And this has come out from Paramatma. Nishchitam Matamuttamam. Earlier he has said, Pratyakshaavagamam dharmyam susukam kartum avyayam. In the 9th chapter, Pratyaksha avagamam dharmyam. This beautiful thing is discernible if you have the clean mind. Pratyakshaavagamam dharmyam susukam. It is so easy to do. Susukam kartum. For you to conform to this in the action, in the karya rupena, susukam kartum avyayam. This you can easily accomplish, provided you have the requisite shraddha. That shraddha is underlying factor for everybody, for any effort. Without shraddha, nothing can be done. Without shraddha, you can't even get out of your bed in the morning. Because the moment you get out of the bed, being in the bed is very, very comfortable. No problems. The problems are invited by you after you have gotten up. When you get up, everything is a problem. You go to the wash basin, the toothpaste is missing. And you want to take bath, and you have got only in the house only one bathroom. Your husband is in the bathroom already. Now your time is getting dwindle. Now you have to urgently go away. You have to go to the hospital, you go to the school, and you have called so many experts to come and advise the students. And those experts are arriving early, and you have to be there to invite them. Now you are getting late. If you had kept on sleeping, these problems are not there, isn't it? What made you get up? It is only Shraddha. Shraddhavan labhate jnanam tatpara samyatendriyaha jnanam labdha param shantim achirena adhigachyati. Why did you give so many exams? And why did you acquire so many degrees, diplomas, doctorates? Why? Shraddha. It is because of Shraddha. You had some vision of being this or being that, and to confirm that you have the ability to translate the vision into reality, you had the Shraddha. Without Shraddha, nothing can be done. Including the Vedanta Shravana, it requires Shraddha. And afterwards, assimilation and the tapaha of that, the chintana, that chintanam, tadeva dhyanam, tanishta, all these things require Shraddha. That is why in the 17th chapter, Bhagavan said what? Sattvanurupa sarvasya Shraddha bhavati bharata. That Sattvanurupa sarvasya means what? Purva janma samskara janita antakarana prabhavaha. That is that. That antakarana. See that antakarana, how well you have to strive to make it a perfect landing platform for the plane of jnana to land. The plane of jnana will not land in ordinary places. It requires a clean mirror like in the mind, a parishuddha antakarana. Then this 7th verse we'll take up tomorrow. Any questions on the way? We just have another couple of minutes.
Yeah, when we talk of Shraddha over here, Shraddhavan labhate jnanam, and all the references to Shraddha, we're talking about, Bhagwan is talking about Sattvika Shraddha, and it is not just faith, isn't it?
Correct.
It is not just the faith of the Shatsampati that we're talking about.
No. You're right. Perfectly.
It is the attitude, the inner values, the thinking process.
Because Rajasic Shraddha and Tamasic Shraddha, they have their own problems. Rajasic Shraddha will propel you into intense activity, and activity is not going to liberate you. You see? That is why that Sattvika Shraddha is required. That is why in the Sattvic Shraddha, Rajasic Shraddha, Tamasic Shraddha, so many verses have been covered in the Shraddhatraya Vibhaga Yoga. And some more are going to be covered in this 18th chapter. Some were already covered in the 14th chapter. That is why yesterday or day before we have gone back to the 14th and 17th chapters. We had reviewed some of those verses. It is for recapitulation of the ground that we have already crossed. Though we have crossed that ground, we are welcome to revisit the ground and have a lot of reinforcement of what knowledge we have picked up through those verses. Yeah, good question.
There's one more question, but maybe we'll take it up tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Okay. Right. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om, everybody.
Hari Om.
Hari Om, Nana.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om, Talli.